What's going on, guys, girls? Rob here. And I've got the top 20, I think, that will come out of Augusta. And I'm going to tell you right now, I left 4 of CBSSports.com's top 10 off of the top 20. I just think some of those that they picked to finish up top just won't do it. Number one, you got to be able to play against rough weather. Number two, you're going to have to probably be able to hit it a pretty good distance. And I'm not sure, you're not sure whether they're going to play lift, clean, in place. There's a good chance they'll have to. And if they are, then you got to be a good iron player. So we'll get into who CBSSports.com picked in a little while. I'm going to give you my top 20. I'm going to start from 20th up. First one, I'm sure is going to be a big surprise to you. He's a senior golfer, and his name's not Mickelson. This guy wins a lot of titles in the senior tour. He can hit the ball still relatively well, and he's a great iron player and not a bad putter. Bernhard Langer. If he was in contention at the end, I'm gonna tell you right now, he is strong-willed, very good putter. He'd have a chance. Bernhard Langer. I think he fades probably on the weekend, but I still give him a top 20. Jordan Spieth. CBSSports.com didn't like him in the top 20. I like him in my top 20, but I don't like him very high up. I'm not sold on his driving accuracy, and you're gonna have to be able to drive it pretty well this week, I would think, because number one, there's going to be leaves in the woods, and then on top of that, there's not going to be a lot of people to look for this stuff. A couple of lost balls, and it would probably be his tournament right there. Jordan Spieth, 19th. 18th, Phil Mickelson. You may think, well, wow, Mickelson, really? This would be his type of tournament to win, or at least to be able to compete in. Number one, he knows the course. Backwards, forward. What's up, Ole? Oh, it's been away about a week now. Mickelson knows the course inside, outside, upside down. Very good with his irons, and when he's got his putter going, he's as strong as anybody out there. I'll pick him 18th this week. 17th, Matthew Fitzpatrick, young kid from over across the pond. Not a very big guy, but he can hit it with the big boys. His iron play is a little shaky at times, and his putting can be a lot shaky at times. But he's able to get the ball well out there, and he hits it relatively straight. We'll see what happens. I think he makes the cut. I think he'll be there on the leaderboard somewhere along the way, but I don't think he stays there. Jon Rahm picked second on CBSSports.com. I just don't think he has the right outlook for this tournament. We'll see. You cannot afford any explosions here, especially if it could go 54 holes. An explosion, 2-3 shots could be the end of you, and that's what I fear for Jon Rahm. Francesco Molinari, 15th. Molinari nearly won this thing in 2019. He almost did if it wasn't the steamroller or the train called Tiger Woods coming through the field. I think it probably helps prepare him for this time. It gave him an extra 8 months too, 7 months, whatever. We'll see what happens. I think he has a legit chance of winning, but he just hasn't won a lot lately. That's the reason I put him at 15. 14, Shane Lowry. Shane Lowry has won a lot overseas, and then you know what? He's won some tournaments over here as well. Not big name tournaments, but he's won tournaments. He knows how to win. He's a good enough putter. He keeps his mind on his business, and if he comes out hot Thursday and Friday, watch out for Shane Lowry. He may do something. Brooks Koepka. Brooks Koepka. I picked 13th on my list. He could be a little higher, I guess, but I'm not sold on him right now. I'm not sure he's healthy. Is he coming back a little bit premature? Of course, he got a top 10 this past weekend. We'll see. We'll see. This is going to test him, especially if it rains a lot. I think it'll hurt him. Paul Casey, 12. Paul Casey is used to playing in bad weather. Paul Casey has the right attitude to win. And, the only thing really going against him probably is age. And he's in his 40s now. So, the oldest winner of the Green Jackets, 46. And that was Jack Nicklaus in 1986. But Casey is in his 40s now. I still think he's as good a putter as he's ever been. He's never been the greatest, but I think his game is as good now as it was 10 years ago. I think he's got his head screwed on pretty good. He has a legit chance to win this thing. Jason Day would be way in my top 10 if he'd been healthy over the last 2-3 years. He's just had so many injury problems. If he's not injured, he has a legit chance of winning this thing. He's as good as anybody off the tee as far as iron play. And when he's putting, he is really tough to beat. But Jason Day, I just worry about injury problems for him. Let's go to my top 10 now. Tony Finau. Finau, I put him at 10th only because his putting is really bad. I don't trust it. I think he can play the rest of the course well, but he always seems to have 2 or 3 shots in there that are like, wow, kind of head scratchers. Finau should get close to being a top 10 in this tournament. A relatively forgotten here in CBSSports.com's world, Brandt Snedeker. How do you forget Brandt Snedeker? Brandt Snedeker can putt with the best of them. He is not an average putter. He is one of the best putters out there. He's got to be able to play the course his way. If it rains a whole lot, it probably won't be the big factor. But who knows? I think he has a legit chance. Starting tomorrow, we'll see what happens. Starting Thursday, rather. So we'll see what happens there. Number 8, I got Tiger Woods. I'm actually putting him up a lot higher than CBS Sports did. CBS Sports has him outside the top 20. I gave him 8th. He knows his course inside and out. A 40-footer. Who would you rather have putting it than Tiger Woods at Augusta? Not many people. I think he has a legit chance. If the weather gets him down, if a lot of stoppages and goes, that's the one thing can hurt him. Other than that, I don't think there's a lot of people out there can stop him. I really don't. Now, of course, he's a year older than he was, but we'll see what happens. But I give Tiger Woods every chance in the world to get a top 10 here. 7th, Rory McIlroy. Rory McIlroy, I think he can also win it. Anytime you're in the top 10, you got a real legit chance of winning. But closing the game out lately, he's been having problems with it. He's been coming close a few times, but he just can't close the door on it. we'll see what happens there with Rory McIlroy. Number 6, Webb Simpson. Webb, probably the best putter in the game now. Snedeker's good, but I think Webb is probably maybe past him, maybe that little bit. He's a very good putter. He's a top 5 putter almost all the time. And if those greens get to where they get too slow for people or too fast for people, Webb can dial them in a lot quicker than most people. He'll have a chance. Matt Kuchar. Matt Kuchar, all he ever does is finishes on the leaderboard at the Masters. One of these days he's going to trip up and he's going to win. And this year, why not? A lot of rain's coming. It could be really messy. Why not have somewhat of a messy leaderboard? Kuchar, he can do it just as good as anybody. He can hit the ball relatively straight, not far at all. But if you can hit it straight and keep it close to the pins, yeah, you just don't know what is going to happen with these greens. And if you got them within 10 feet a lot, you got a legit chance of winning. Number 4, Patrick Cantlay. Patrick Cantlay has the overall game. He can hit it pretty straight, pretty long, has good iron play, and not a bad putter at all. I guess the one thing, that's probably the biggest question for all of them. How will they deal with the weather? And Cantlay is one of them that you just got to be like, I don't know. Maybe Cantlay can't do it, but who knows? Well, that's going to be the big question mark of the week. Cantlay, I got it 4th. Patrick Reed, another guy. If you give him the putter in his hand and he starts making them, he is hard to beat. Reed could definitely win this week. I think there's a good chance he stays on the leaderboard most of the week. And we'll see what happens there. But I think he stays on it for a lot of the week. Number 2, I'm going with Justin Thomas. Justin Thomas, he really does have a good game plan going on right now. He played a good Open. We'll see what happens. On a good U.S. Open. We'll see what happens. I think that if everything falls right for him, he could win, and he could win going away if my number 1 pick trips up at all. And who's my number 1 pick? Nope, it's not DeChambeau. Nope, it's not Dustin Johnson. Nope, it's not Morikawa. Nope, it's not Schauffele. My number 1 pick is Matthew Wolff. Matthew Wolff. I think Wolff is a kid that a lot of people overlook. I think he has probably as good a game as anybody out there right now. Tee to green, he's pretty tough to stop. He's got long distance, and then his iron play is excellent. His putting, it can be a little suspect at times. But if it comes down, especially if we get 3, 4, 5 inches of rain, lift clean in place, and he can he can almost put the ball on a tee, out there in the fairway. He's going to be hitting iron after iron all over the pins. I would rather putt 5 foot away than to have to putt 25 feet away. And I just think Wolff has got the game, their overall game, to win. Juan says Gary Woodland. Gary Woodland, he scares me a lot, especially after he hits his tee shots. His tee shots are fine most of the time. His iron play is a little bit iffy, and his short game is not the best. It's really not. I don't have him in my top 20. CBS News does not have them. How can you bet? The only way you can bet, you actually, where are you from, Juan? You would have to go. You would have to get in touch with someone. You're in Illinois. Get in touch. Look online and see if betting, sports gambling is legal in your state of Illinois. It is in a lot of states now, where you can stay put a bet over the phone, $5, $10, $20, $50. Barstool's in a lot of states now. What's up, Huss? But yeah, and you can bet through, just to make the cut. You can bet. You didn't hear who my pick is, Huss. You didn't hear who my pick was. You could probably take 20 picks and not pick my pick this week. Who you like, Huss? Oh, you've already gave it. Yeah, I gave it just a minute ago. I did. I gave my top 20. McElroy, I actually have him listed as 7th on my list. Hey, Darla says Huss.
Hey, Huss.
I've got McElroy 7th on my list. I think anybody in the top 10 can win, though. On my top 10, I feel like they can win. Juan, who are you going to bet with? If you bet, who are you going to bet on? And there's some pretty good odds out there. There really are. There's some pretty good odds this week if you really, really, really want to go. And like I say, Woodland, he's got real good odds if you were to bet him. I got a list. Hold up, says Juan. Okay. 92 golfers this week. Dustin Johnson, no. I don't even have him in the top 20. I don't think this course doesn't play to Dustin Johnson. He's not a great putter. He really is. And this is a course that you don't find a straight putt. You don't get a straight putt here. Very seldom you get a straight putt here. Yeah, he had a decent finish last. Justin Thomas, I picked him to finish 2nd. I picked him to finish 2nd this week. He could definitely win, no doubt about it. Thomas, you're not going to get a big return if you bet on Justin Thomas. But the one I picked to win, you could get a return on him. You can get a return on him because his odds are out there, and we'll see what happens. John Rahm 11-1. I got him 16th. I don't think Rahm wins. Nope. I'm not picking Rahm. I think he's got the wrong. He doesn't have the right attitude for that course. He really doesn't, and we'll see. We'll see what happens. Patrick Reed 28-1. I picked him 3rd. I got him finishing 3rd on my list. He could win. He could win. Spieth, JT Spieth, C. Woo, Woodland, and Reed. Oh, okay. You can also give them what, 5? Was it 5 or 3? I think it's 3 golfers that you think are finishing in the top 10. But Siwoo, Bryson DeChambeau has the lowest odds, 8-1. I don't think DeChambeau's going to win either. I don't even like him this week. If you look at him lately, the places that he can shorten the golf courses up, he plays okay, but his chipping is still, not nearly the best. He needs more. Xander Schauffele, I picked him. So you know what? I did not pick him. I didn't take Schauffele. He could finish definitely in the top 20. He could do it. Yeah. I'll give you my winner. Matthew Wolff. Matthew Wolff is the way I went. I got Wolff, Thomas, Reed, Cantlay, Kuchar, Webb Simpson, Rory McIlroy, Tiger Woods, Brandt Snedeker, Tony Finau. Dustin Johnson, I don't like Dustin Johnson at all. Yeah, he's at 90-1. He can't putt, man. He can't putt. Yeah, I don't. No, at 9-1. I don't care if he is 9-1. I wouldn't take him. I wouldn't take him. He's 9-1, but I don't want him. There's no way. Probably if I was going to take somebody that I didn't pick, I would probably put Bubba Watson over there only because he's won twice. He knows how to play his course. I'm not a big fan of Bubba. He knows how to hit the ball pretty straight. He can play it left to right, right to left. Larry Mize. M-I-Z-E. 2001. Sandy Lyle. Sandy Lyle's 62 years old too, guys. 64, something like that. Yeah. So, Sean, what's going on? Matthew Wolff's my pick, guys. We'll see what happens. Fleetwood 40-1. We'll see. I'm not a big. Well, Sean says hello.
Hi, Sean.
Matthew Wolff. Matthew Wolff is W-O-L. Yeah, Matthew Wolff. W-O-L-F-F. Yeah. He's my pick. 33-1. I think some money to be made there. If I was going to take a top 10 and you got to have 3, I'd give you Wolff, Justin Thomas, Patrick Reed. Tiger Woods, I got him in the top 10. I would have him higher. I'd have him in the top 5, but the weather is not going to work out for Tiger. That's what's going to do him in. He's going to have to be getting up and down a whole lot. I just don't see him winning. I really don't. And Mickelson, for instance. Mickelson, I've got him 18th. Mickelson probably could use the rest. He probably wouldn't mind playing 6-8 holes, sitting down for an hour and then going back out playing. But that wouldn't be good for Tiger. I think it'd be better for Phil, just due to the fact he's 50 years old. But yeah, I don't think a rest for him would hurt. But it's not that much light. It's not that much light a day out there now. Huss. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna take a dump, he says. See. Have a good one, guys. We're gonna take off. Matthew Wolff's my pick. Anybody that makes money on it, you can send me the extras. The extras you win off of it. You can send it to my PayPal. We'll see what happens. Anyway, you all have a great day. God bless, and we'll see you sometime tomorrow. I will not be here tonight. Have a good one, guys. Bye-bye.